What is the difference between a professional and an amateur? A pro is better than an amateur, right? Stick around to find out why professional isn't always better than amateur.
Distinctions for Life, helping you get what you really want in life with small changes that make a big difference.
Welcome to Distinctions for Life, where I help you get what you really want through small changes that make a big difference. I'm your host, Ron Davis. If you would like more advice, visit my website at distinctionsforlife.tv. I'm not bragging, but I was a pretty good photographer. The problem was many models said they would only shoot with professionals. I knew a lot of professional photographers that sucked. They did cookie-cutter portraits on fake canvas backgrounds with stiff poses. They lacked creativity and artistic sense, which got me to thinking, what did it mean to be a professional? What were the models really looking for? Sometimes the model is talking about the photographer comporting themselves. If you are masquerading as a photographer so that you can hit on pretty girls, that's unprofessional. If you don't relate to the people you work with appropriately, then you are being unprofessional. Though the truth is, many professionals act unprofessionally. It is that a profession has standards that people should live up to, even if they are an amateur. Being a professional comes down to money. A professional gets paid to do what they do. A professional photographer gets paid to take pictures. It has nothing to do with the quality of those pictures. I don't think in general you would stay a pro very long if you really sucked, but that depends on your clients being more interested in quality or cost. Because as we all know, you get what you pay for. A cheap pro photographer probably isn't that good. This is true in other fields as well. I see it in woodworking. There are a lot of professional woodworkers that aren't as good as people who do it as a hobby. So if being a professional is about the money, then is there a term that we can use to denote quality regardless of payment? Yes, talent. You can be a talented amateur or a talented professional. This word denotes the quality of the work you produce. There are a couple of things that influence your talent and the quality of your work, and the biggest one is experience. We assume people who are professionals have more experience than amateurs. That isn't true. There are lots of serious amateurs that have been doing woodworking for decades. They don't do it for the money, probably because they earn more doing something else. One example would be Nick Offerman. He is famous for his acting, most notably in the TV show Parks and Recreation. But he is also a very talented woodworker who has been doing it for decades. He's built some wooden canoes that look like they belong at an art gallery more than on water. I'll be putting a link to his woodworking site in the description. I met many business owners and retired people in the photography world who were extremely talented. They've been doing it for years just for the love of it. Which also brings us to another factor that influences quality, and that is equipment. Let me start by saying a fancy camera does not make you a good photographer. Talent does. Good gear makes the process of creation easier, but good gear is often expensive, which makes most of us think that you have to be making money to afford it. But there are lots of well-off people who can afford to buy the latest DSLR every year. They can also afford a fully stocked woodworking shop that most pros would be jealous of. It doesn't make them talented, but it helps. In conclusion, amateur doesn't say anything about quality. Finding a pro does not always mean you are getting talent. Question of the day: where are you a talented amateur at? Thanks for watching today. If you liked what you saw, give me a thumbs up. This channel is all about helping you get what you really want in life with small changes that make a big difference. Until next time, I'm Ron Davis. I'm your host, Ron Davis, who is a slave to his teleprompter. It is that a profession has... boom. I feel like I messed up a sentence back there. So, question. Ron, that so's. Those so's, nows, and buts, though, they ease their way into every sentence. Kabam.